In our last problem here, number 23, we've got this 40-year-old man in the U.S., and he's got a 0.243% chance of dying during the next year. All right, so that's going to be 0.00243 as a decimal. We'll write that in a minute. But an insurance company charges $275 for a life insurance policy that pays $100,000 if this guy dies in the next year. So what's the expected value for this person? So let's set this up as we did our last two expected value problems. Let's set this up as, here's our outcome. Here's the probability of that outcome. And here's the value. Let's see what we get here. So here's the outcome. This fellow could die, and there's a 0.00243 chance of dying, right? I'll do this up here. If we had 0.243%, that's 0.00243 as a decimal. And then the value is the $100,000 minus the $275 that you had to pay for the policy. So if this fellow dies in the next year, and he'll do so with this probability, that family would get $100,000, but minus the $275 that it cost them for the policy. Now that number turns out to be, let's get this to right, that turns out to be $99,725. Now if this fellow does not die in the next year, and he'll not die with the probability of 1 minus 0.00243, which is 0.99757, that family will just, well, he'll just lose his $275. Right? If he doesn't die with this probability, they just lose the $275 that they spent on that policy. So the expected value, all right, the expected value we know is the sum of x times p of x. So we're going to have our x and the p of x. I just got it backwards here. So this is going to be 99725 times that probability, 0.00243, plus the negative 275 with that probability, 0.99757. And this is essentially what I'm typing in on my calculator. And that gave me negative 32.00275. But since this is over, we're not going to lose this much. So I'm just going to say that the expected value is about negative $33. Now, this is, what is the expected, look at the question here. What is the expected value for the person? So this person, or suppose that there's 1,000 people buying these type of a policy. There's 1,000 of these 40-year-old guys buying this policy. Now, each one of them stands to lose $33 on the average, right? So, I mean, maybe some of these guys are going to die in the next year, in which case the company would have to pay out, the $100,000 minus the policy cost. So they'd have to pay out some of these, but mostly they're going to be making this. So all in all, on the average, for each person that buys this policy, this company makes $33.